Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. We've got another frontline battle for you today, and it's Aurorik78 in the ELC-M90 alongside Jean-Louis, who's in the Lure, and an AMX AC-48 under the command of Trauma Victim. No, actually it's the other way around. AC-48 is JL and Trauma Victim in the Lure. Game on. Well, he's starting off on the A side, which means he's right on the far west of the grid. Now, I presume he's just going to try and get eyes on the enemy first. Or is he going to try and cap straight away? Oh, he's decided to cap straight away. Now, I think he's going to try and force the enemy into getting an early reset. Well, he got spotted by the Prototypo 6.
Zone B contested.
The enemy's not trying to reset him yet. Oh, here comes the Bisonte. Yeah, he's trying to say to his teammates, try and reset that Bisonte. Ow! Oh, and he gets immediately ambushed by two enemy tanks. And he's out the game very quickly to a 7032. Well, it is early days, so not a problem. You can see the equipment there for the XM57, but we're actually going in the Squall, and it's got the CVS, and I think I saw the Bounty exhaust, and there was something else as well. But he actually does have a set list of equipment that he normally carries. Aurorik. He normally carries Bounty exhaust, Bounty optics, and the CVS for his tier 8s. Whoa! Well, that's the end of the Hawk. Now he's got to reload because he's reset, or he's actually reloading it. He's got 18.49 seconds. The standard reload is 19.18. Oh, somebody fired at him and missed. Now, of course, if you go over this side here, you can get shot at from the hill. But it looks like the enemy hasn't put anyone up there, because we've got a Progetto up there and he's not spotting anybody from the enemy team trying to get resets from the corner. So he's going to do a bit of scouting first. Oh, interesting. Scorpion G. Now, they don't have much armor, and he's almost completed his reload, and he should be able to take that guy out, hoping that he gets some help from a teammate. Pops up, and well, the Scorpion just fire around in, but he does go down. And now we've got the enemy ELC, but he's not turning to face him. Just blasts one round at him, or a few rounds, and then retreats. Squall is based on the VIS-68. Okay. Well, after losing so many hit points to that Scorpion, he's decided to pop in and get repaired. And moves out before anybody can RT him.
Air Scout is ready.
And of course, the best thing is send out your Air Scout straight away as soon as he's available, because obviously the more enemy vehicles you spot, keep under observation, the more chance you've got of your teammates either getting damage on those tanks and you benefiting. Quite a few tanks down to the west, though. I think that was based on the fact that there was an enemy tank seen up there. Oh, somebody fired back because I heard that one going to the ground. And there are a few tanks up on the ridgeline now on the east. Still blocked from going into the resupply. Okay, there's a couple of tanks up there that he could hit. Prototypo 6 and the 7032. Just checking. Is he getting shots up there? No. It doesn't really have a lot of cover here, actually. Well, that's a good idea. Knock down some trees, just give you a bit of cover that you can work with. Oh, 703's decided to come down low. And after all, he was the one that killed you in the ELC. Unfortunately, he's now tracked. And we do get hit by the Prototypo. Oh, and again by the Prototypo. And again. This. But he did get Sergeant. But the unfortunate thing is now that, yeah, he's got to recharge. And it was that T28 that caused the problem. Now he can't get his health back until that goes down to 0. He's got to wait a little while, and it was all down to the fact that the T28 was just sitting there camping right next door to that point. That was more of a chance shot that might hit an enemy tank up on the ridgeline. Yeah, that guy really has help. I don't advise you to shoot your teammates, though, because it actually not only makes them a little angry towards you, but if it was in a random game, of course, it would disqualify you from getting a high caliber. Well, the enemy tanks appear to be moving away, further away from the cap area. Okay, so back in to get his resupply. That's it. Of course, now he's got to wait 3.5 minutes to use it again. The Panther Spy has just gone down. Who's next? Well, whoever is down there, we can't see them at the moment. We're the only zone that hasn't been captured yet at the start of the game. Ooh, that was interesting. The ELC78 just went down. And now we're spotting this AMX AC48. There was a huge chunk of him just taken out as well. Aurorik's going to be spotting these guys. Oh, turn away quick. Bisonte. And, oh, had to go over the rocks, but now he's got this Progetto. And before he can do the ram, the guy goes down. Puts the spotter out straight away. The Lantern C's going to be a little cautious because he might realize that he's almost loaded. And there's the Bisonte, and oh, he's being really rogered. Nice shooting there, right into the side. Bisonte doesn't have good side armor. Well, we've got 2 in the cap area at the moment. And it looks like we're going to get it. Just pops up, have a look, see where the enemy is. And it doesn't look like they can actually get a reset.
Allied reinforcements have arrived.
So if we just keep them under observation, stop anyone from trying to move forward. That T69 just took a hit from one of our guys. And we can do the same.
We can do field repairs now.
And we've got 3 in the cap now. Ouch. That T69 hasn't got a sense of humor, or if he does, he's not laughing anyway. Okay, he's pulling back because he realizes it's too late. And the Predator T-post turns up and he suffers and he goes down. So that was worthwhile as well, because I think it was the track that Aurorik managed to get that helped that guy to go down. T69's gone. And now we've got the area, the zones. So now we start moving to harass these guys as they're pulling out. Yeah, that guy was getting ready to fire one back, or fire quite a few back, actually.
The main objectives have been reached.
And that very early in the game.
Reserve online.
And we've reached Lieutenant. So if it was in the UK, it would be Lieutenant, because of course we say it slightly differently. I think most of the world calls it Lieutenant, but a few countries are different. Well, he's free and clear to use this zone, and he's just restoring his health.
Reached. Repairs completed.
Now, which side is he going to go down? Looks to me like he's going to go down the left side. You can never tell.
Objective 2 reached.
Wow, that is quick that they've already started hitting the objectives. Now, you may have seen the battles or the front line that we had under Fata Morgana. And the Squall really does well when it's trying to kill an objective. Just fire this automatic gun straight into the air vents, and just about every shot is damage. And we found an AT-15 in this direction, and they put in an airstrike ahead of us. Now, going as high as he is means that he's got quite a wide area that he can see. Of course, height does translate to vision, but obviously there's a maximum view range. And he's got cover that he can actually work with on those trees. Lancer C up top. Well, that's unfortunate, because I think that means, and we've been Amaraked.
We have destroyed objective 2.
We were lucky to get away with that, but we have lost a lot of hit points. And I think that LT-42 took it personally and is chasing after us. Obviously, it's not so great for him
Zone E contested.
if we get reloaded. And in fact, he was stopped by the BZ-176.
We can do field repairs now.
So he could work as a support here to actually stop the enemy getting the resets. But instead, I think he's going to go straight in.
Zone E has been captured.
Oh, a meal. Yes, they're lovely to hit. But unfortunately, that was just a little too far away.
Arrived.
Nice.
The bomb squad has arrived and is ready to lay
And we're about to capture this zone. And yes, we've got it.
Zone D. Air support incoming. Our general has entered the field.
It's a bit late in the day for Aurorik to be general, but he's actually a lieutenant at the moment. And quick spray of the Pantera. And we did get spotted. We're so high up, though, it's easy for the enemy to get quick shots on us. Luckily, it was only one shot from the Barask. And it was a low roll. And he's loaded again. I'm really surprised that he managed to survive as long as he did. Oh, good shots on the Barask. I really thought that when he failed to kill the LT-432 and then met the T-54 in the same spot, that he was going to be out of the game in the Squall. But he's actually sticking on with this vehicle. We already got one objective. We're almost there with the fourth. Flooding into this zone now. Enemy making it difficult for us to get shots on those guys. Yes, he's decided to go straight for the resupply. And too late. They sent it in too late to try and do anything to stop Aurorik. There's always likely to be somebody out there who might recognize Aurorik's name and realize that, yes, he's the one you've actually got to try and stop, not the others. It's the problem that happens to all players. Once all the good ones, once they get known and they're seen on a repetitive basis, yes, they tend to get a lot of attraction. The XM57 made that one certain. Just got to stay for a little while to recharge that magazine. He's certainly got a lot of damage and also assist out of this one.
Field repairs now. We have destroyed objective 4. We have destroyed an objective. Only one left.
Okay, there's mines there. Trying to get the weak side. Blasting away. Yes! And another kill. 5,200 on the damage now.
Objective 1 reached.
Okay, we need to get off the ridge line because of that the Renegade. And another kill. Ouch, we got tracked there. The Scorpion G was a nice easy kill. So easy to make every shell count on that one.
General has entered the field.
We're up to Captain. Still only halfway through, but watch this. This is where you actually succeed. Look at that.
Main objectives have been destroyed.
And he actually got the objective on that one. And that's game over. Here's the end of battle stats, and we can see that Aurorik78 did get a Master Striker for getting 100 base capture points or destroying an enemy main objective in that game. In fact, he destroyed the objective by picking the right moment to actually start shooting at the air vent. His win rate wasn't particularly high, but then he was spotting a lot, and that was helping his team. He did get a lot of spotting points. You can see that if we look down the list, it's showing, well, on the ELC790, 0 there. But if you look at the detailed report, we can see that he did make a profit, 7,612 credits and 1,012 experience points out of that one as well. So there you go. It was he says, squalling it up on the front line. Well, it is a fun tank to play in the fact that you can burst damage an enemy tank very, very quickly. And but then again, you get moments like that LT432 where you fail to kill him with what you got left in the magazine and suddenly discover that he's actually protecting one of the enemy tanks. And you are grave risk of being wiped out very quickly. It was a good job that our BZ176 turned up at the right moment to prevent that LT436 carrying, or 432, from carrying through his threat to actually wipe out Aurorik. So, yes, we've got more of these frontline games for you to watch. I'll put this one up and I'll try and get the next one done as quickly as possible. Thanks for watching.